Hey guys, Voltron here. As you see, I have my basketball jersey on, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my Final Four predictions. And after a week of starting my channel, I'm already gonna break my promise because tomorrow I'm gonna have about 2 hours at home where I have to be packing and maybe work on a bit of homework, and then I'm gonna go on a camping trip with Boy Scouts, and I won't be back for a while then. So for a couple of days. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my Final Four prediction video, and then I won't have any more time because I gotta do biology homework. That's right, guys. But then again, there's only 3 total games to predict, and so if you notice, if you can look through it, I mean, you can't really see it here. I'll kind of highlight it. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it says the 2 matchups are, or at least in the Final Four, are South Carolina and Gonzaga. They're facing each other, and then Oregon and UNC. Now, I watched all the Elite 8. I watched almost all the Sweet 16 games, and I watched every single Elite 8 game. First year I've ever done that. Normally I watch like 3 of the Elite 8 games. I think one time, like 2 years ago when I started watching, I only watched 1 of them. But this year I actually watched all 4 of them because I was at my Nana's house and there was nothing to do really. But it was good. It was very good games. So we look at South Carolina. Well, let's look at South Carolina Gonzaga. Gonzaga, they're a very good all-around team. I don't know what I've said in the past, but they have a very good all-around team, and they don't really have a particular star player besides it's like William Goss. I mean, he's a nice guard that they have that can score, but then they also have that lumberjack. I call him the lumberjack. He's like 7 foot, and he's got this huge lumberjack beard for Gonzaga. Forgot his number, but I call him the lumberjack. He's a great paint protector, and I think in a year or 2 he could go pro and make it big. Well, maybe. I'm not sure how old he is. Those are the 2 main guys that I think of when I think of a Gonzaga basketball, and I think that's really I think they have a good chance of winning the game. I would put it at 60-40 them. I think it's still pretty close because South Carolina, they won their division, or their conference, out of 16 teams. They were the 7th best, and they won it somehow. And I think it was actually kind of fitting because I was watching this, I guess this sports story clip about their analyzing the Final Four. They had South Carolina winning, but I don't think they'll win. And it's kind of funny because one of their best players, his last name is Notice, and I think it really does kind of characterize their team because they've kind of just gone along in the like in this crazy month of March, and they've gone along, won their games. They've played excellent defense. I honestly really like South Carolina, and if they go to the finals, I'll be very tempted to cheer for them just because I really like their effort and knowledge on the defensive level. Because in basketball, at least not this year, I'm not that much of an offensive player, but I'm a very good defensive player and rebounder. At least I like to think so. And I kind of see that with South Carolina. They can switch off people really good. They know when to bring help. They know how to do all of the basic fundamentals of defense. I've already used like almost 4 minutes on this one. But I'm just saying, normally there's like one team in the Final Four that I just hate. But based off the styles of plays and stuff, like fundamentals and overall just, I don't know, attitude of the team, I don't dislike any of the people in the Final Four. Like, I'm really not going to be mad or anything if a certain person loses. Because I used to be a big-time UNC fan, and I need to freaking get that poster down. I keep forgetting to do it. I'm like, I gotta do homework. Like, I gotta sleep. I gotta eat. I gotta play video games. I gotta play basketball. You know, all this stuff to procrastinate, and it'll literally take a minute. Like, yeah, it'll take a minute. So let's get to the other matchup. So, as I said, Gonzaga, I think they'll win. I think they have a 60% chance to win. South Carolina around 40. And now we go to the other game, Oregon versus University of North Carolina. Now, Parker knows this. I know Joey knows this, maybe a couple other people. I used to be an Oregon fan, like, a year, like last year, I think, I was a bit of an Oregon football fan. And I wasn't really that much fan of their basketball team. But now that I've changed my mindset a bit on sports and stuff. Like, I'm like, man, Golden State's interesting. Now I'm like, go Spurs, because I really like good fundamental play and good teamwork. And I'm not particular, like, I mean, flashy people, they're fun to watch. Like, not flashy people, flashy teams are fun to watch and all. But they don't win as many games as the very good fundamental ones. And it's like, wow, that's just a great performance. It's like, I'm going to use a band analogy. If you have a jazz band that has like one or two amazing soloists, and you're like, wow, that was great. Like, I really like seeing that. But if you have a band that's full of just really good people who get all of the accents and just everything spot on, I really like those performances. I mean, again, I love the soloist, but those performances, I'm like, wow, they did that perfectly. Oregon UNC. Oregon, I really like, I think they call him the King of March or something like that. Honestly forgot. Tyler Dorsey, he's been killing it this March. I know he's averaged over, like, I think he's averaging around 25 points per game in March, which is insane for any player, along with, less minutes than NBA players. I really like him, and then I was watching, and holy cow, Jordan Bell. He's been playing center for them since Chris Boucher. I was thinking Oregon Ducks can go to the Elite Eight, but then whenever Chris Boucher got injured and he was out, I was like, nah, they're not. But I actually really like Oregon's chances. Now I'm going to put this a bit closer. I'm going to say 55 UNC, 45 Oregon. Now to get to UNC. I think for UNC, they are going to be a tough match I think they're going to be very good. They have Joel Berry. I think UNC is going to win just because they have slightly more size and they have a lot more versatility than Oregon. Oregon's a lot more three-pointers, and there are a lot more three-pointers with like Dylan Brooks, Tyler Dorsey, and then their defense is mainly paint defense. I mean, Dylan Brooks is solid as well, but it's mainly Jordan Bell's show. UNC, everyone plays great. You have Joel Berry, Justin Jackson, Kennedy Meeks, Isaiah Hicks, who else can I name? Theo Penson, Nate Britt. All of these guys who are very talented and have a lot of potential to do great things in these next few games. So my picks are Gonzaga and UNC, and I think they'll be in the championship. And if I really look at this matchup, I'm going to have to go with UNC winning it all. If I look at my Sweet 16 bracket, I had UNC going all the way. By the way, I've kind of bragged about this a bit, but so in NCAA tournaments, I had this class, Sports Entertainment Marketing, where we did this as a class. And for my bracket, because I only did one, I'm not one of those cheap people who do like 10 or 20. I got the entire South Conference right. So I got, I think, 16 games right. And the entire conference right. And I was so happy with myself. But I'm like 15th out of like 30 people. Anyway, I'm excited to watch games this weekend, at least for part of it, because I'm going to be gone for the camping trip, and then get home, and then watch the Final Four, and then do all my homework on Sunday night, and then, I don't know, do something on Sunday. I'll probably play some basketball. I might actually make just like a championship analysis video, and oh crap, I should have done Sweet 16 Elite 8 review. It was very good games, especially UNC Kentucky. Alright guys, that's it for today, and Sabra!